changes. Okay. The
Okay.
destination place changes, and what do you say? The process of how you are deploying it. Okay, like for suppose if you are deploying through the Kubernetes, then the deployment process little bit change, but the building process will be the same.
Same. Okay. Understood.
Yeah. But you don't need to worry. I think so. It will be a piece of cake, for
Mm-hmm.
you, if you know the deployment process and everything.
Understood.
Okay, time is over.
So I see this, you are doing the demos more frequently, right? Like every 2 weeks or something like that.
Yes. Based on the how many requirements we get it,
Mm-hmm.
we keep on making the demos.
So how long the classes will be, like for how many weeks?
Yeah, like I give the time period of 2 months. Why?
Mm,
Because like we have to do the practical sessions also. You know how the DevOps works, right? Like you have
right.
to do the pipelines. It's not like a theoretical. I can go on with it. Okay, if it
Mm-hmm.
is a theoretical, it will be less than a month or something. We have to do everything as a practical, and it will take time. And we have only daily 1 hour itself, like 1 hour 15 minutes maybe max.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't want to stop the session in the middle, okay, like into the topic itself, I will just prolong it to 15 minutes more. I will just ask them like, yeah, let's take the time of 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Okay, and we'll do it. I think so. 2 months is a perfect time because at least you need 60 hours to have that confidence that you can jump into the cloud and DevOps area.
Got it.
Hi, Rashik. We are waiting for a few members, Rashika. Just give us more 4 minutes. Good morning. Yeah, perfect. If you have any questions, please let me know, Rashika. Just as we have time, we can discuss it, particularly if you have anything. Anything else, Monica, do you have? Like you just want to ask anything randomly? Of course, at the end of the session, I would ask the same thing, but as we have the time.
Yeah, I'm good for now.
Okay, perfect. It means like you are good with the playbooks. Am I right? Like Ansible playbooks and everything.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Rashika. Just give me some time. Okay. Once we started, you will only understand whether we are going for the fresher level or experience level. Okay. Okay. Thanks. Hey, hi, Ravteja. Raviteja, if you have any questions, we have more 2 to 3 minutes of time. You can ask like in the meanwhile others join. Yeah, good morning, Rajat. Okay, guys. Let's start. Others might join later on, or they might be because if they are in the different time zones, like we do it in the IST and the PST, right? Like that's why maybe the different time zones has the weekend and everything. Let's start. Let's see. Others might join later on, and they might be see the recording or something. Okay. Okay. Today I want to just give you a heads up, like what we will be learning in the next 2 months. As just now, Monica is also asking, like, what is the time period of the entire context? Okay, it will be like a 2 months, guys, because it's a fair time period. Why? Because we take only 1 hour, 60 minutes to 75 minutes daily. Okay, and I think so 60 hours to 90 hours is the fair time to complete. At least you should have the confident. Okay, if you do the daily practice, your experience, at least the 2 years or 3 years experience you will be getting. Okay, you will do the practice and all when whatever I'm giving the project wise, etc. Okay, but at least you will have the confidence that I can understand what are the linguals in the DevOps or the cloud and etc. Okay, let's jump into that, what we will be learning in this next 2 months, and you will have an idea. Like I will give you the examples, what we'll be learning according to the services, tools, and etc. Okay, let me share my screen. And one more thing, guys, I'm do the running notes most of the time. Okay. And like you don't need to keep a pen and paper and write down the notes and everything. Okay. I will provide you each and every day the notes mostly. Okay. You don't need to do, and you just concentrate on the session and you will be able to good enough for that. Okay. In this way, I will be giving you the notes, each and every topic, and I will provide you the architecture diagrams, etc., etc. Okay, you don't need to worry about the notes. Okay, please just concentrate on the session and ask as many doubts as you can. Not as of today, any day. Okay. And one more thing, like whenever you have the doubt, please ask at that time itself. Okay. Don't wait for the end of the session, in such a way that like you will understand. Okay, you will clear your doubt. Mine will be the free, because if I am also a student, okay, I want to get that answer right away. Okay, rather than waiting at the end of the session. Okay, and in the meantime, like I will not be getting anything into my mind, because in my mind only the doubt will be keep on running it. Okay, I don't know the answer. The question will be keep on running in my mind, and I will not be able to concentrate on the next sessions of the doubt. Okay, that's why just please ask in the middle. Just open your mic and shout out like, Shiva, can you please? My name is Shiva. Okay, you can just shout out like, Shiva, can you please stop here? I have a question or something like that. Or else just shout out like, Shiva, I have a question over here. Okay. In that way, you will be able to clear your doubt. Your mind will be free, and you can concentrate on the one. Okay. Perfect. We don't have that time of the introductions. Actually, I do the introductions, what you do and everything, in such a way that I will have an idea whether you are a student, you are already working employee, or in which part of field you are working and etc. Okay. Great. Myself, Shiva. Okay, just I want to give you my name, and later on we will make that introduction if we have the time. Okay. Now, the first thing, if anyone asks you, whenever you are learning something, forget about you are learning the cloud or anything. The first thing, if you are learning a new thing, they will ask you like, do you need any prior experience or prerequisites for this course or anything? Okay, this is like a frequently asked question. Like, do I need programming? Do I need any technical knowledge or anything like that? Okay. What I say is like, you don't need any programming language. The first thing which I want to say is like, to successfully become as a DevOps or the cloud engineer, okay, you don't need any programming background or anything. Okay, the automation, I have to say here, there is a small difference between the automation and the programming. Okay, there is a Automation is like you are doing the same work, okay, repeating the task of work again and again, and you are making it as simple as possible. Okay, the programming is different. Programming is nice, you are writing the functionality. Okay, you are writing the functionality. Okay, I will tell you the small example is like, for suppose I have a robo at my home. Okay, I will tell my robo is like, please wake me up at 5 o'clock every day and get me 5:30 a coffee, and 6 o'clock get me the breakfast. Okay, this is how I will tell my robo each and every half an hour, like what is my time schedule and everything. Okay. If I have to make that happen, okay, when I have to say the robo that please do this every day, okay, it's like I'm giving a voice over command saying that 5 o'clock, wake me up, 5:30 coffee, 6 o'clock juice, 6:30 breakfast. Okay. If I give that commands, okay, it should be able to understand and it should be able to do it every day. Okay. I have to say at the end of the sentence, please do it every day. Okay. This is like automation script. Okay. If I have to give a list of commands and I have to say at the end of the day, do it every day or do it whenever I needed it. Or else if I say, whenever a guest comes into the home, please get them a cup of water, okay, a glass of water, a cup of coffee. Okay, in that way, we are giving you the instructions to the robot. Okay, that is called as automation. Okay, but the programming is like different, guys. Programming is like you are writing the functionality. Whenever I say wake me up at 5:30, okay, that functionality should be there in the robo. It should be waking up, it should be get to know that what time zone you are working, what time zone you are in now. Okay, and how sorry, at 5:30 every day or every week or like that once in a week, everything should be there, the functionality in that robo. Then only it will be able to wake you up. Okay, that is a difference, guys. Okay, now we will go in depth by taking multiple examples and etc. If anyone asks you what are the prerequisites to successfully complete that cloud or a DevOps engineer, the first one is Linux, guys. Okay, without Linux, you cannot successful as like a cloud or DevOps engineer. And if you know the Linux operating system, okay, it means like you already have 10% knowledge of the cloud, guys. Okay, if you know the Linux operating system, you do it regularly, you use it regularly. How you are presently, you can say I'm using Windows. Okay, but if you use the Linux operating system, we have multiple ways to use the Linux operating system. Okay, if you use it, then it's already you are 10% part of the cloud. Okay, now the prerequisites is like the Linux case. Okay, and now in our context, okay, in our syllabus, we have the Linux operating system, and we will go from the basic onwards, guys. Okay, that's is the question which Rajshekhar has asked. Okay, will we go from the fresher level or will we go from the experience level? In the sense, we'll go from the scratch. Okay, the answer is like we'll go from the basic scratch, where if a student's master student come out of, or master or graduate students come out of that university, at least they have the knowledge of computers. Okay, then we will be able to understand this course. You don't need any computer degree or something. Okay, I have a student who is like last year. That student is like a very what do you say, star for me. Why? Because she is like a pharmacy student, guys. Okay, at least whatever we are engineering students, okay, we know at least what is a computer, okay, how to operate it, and at least we know what are the basics of the computer, whether it is a CPU, RAM, etc., etc. But she's a pharmacy student. Okay, she's a pharmacy student, but presently she is working in a MNC, okay, as a DevOps engineer. Okay, that is like really really good example which I can give you. Okay, you doesn't need any computer background to get into this area of the part. Okay, now the Linux is the basic one which I say prerequisites, and but still we will be checking out the Linux, and we will see from starting of the basic commands. Okay, basic commands, and we will be checking out all the regular commands, like for the day-to-day usage, for the backups, etc. Everything we will be checking out. Okay, for the backups, etc. Everything we'll be checking out, and we'll be checking all the commands like this. Like I will be giving you the commands from the starting onwards, what thing. And there are at least 20 commands are there, guys. If these 20 commands, you will be um, sorry, you will be mastering these 20 commands, then you are really good enough to complete the cloud entire syllabus. Okay, that basic commands are really really important for the entire cloud journey, guys. Okay, Linux commands are very very important. Okay, now after that we will go for the AWS. Okay, AWS services is. Okay. Now I'm taking the interviews. I'm in the interview panel since like 9 years. Okay. My total experience is 13 years, guys. Okay. Since 9 years, 8 to 9 years, I'm in the interview panel. Okay. I'm taking at least once in a week. I will take 2 to 3 interviews daily. Okay. Sorry, once in a week, I will take 2 to 3 interviews. And how I select the person is like my part of the area. Okay. How I select the person is like how the person is giving the introduction. Based on introduction only, I will decide the person 50% whether I have to take it or not. Okay. If I decide that I don't want to take that person, okay, then I will ask like in general questions and I will try to see whether he is able to uh, get that 50% what is say acceptance from me or not. Okay. But okay, if you are given the best introduction, okay, you have to give the introduction in such a way that I want to ask you more questions. I want to ask you I want to get to know how good you are. Okay. Then it means like you have to give the introduction in such a way that I have to understand, I have to just attract to you. Okay. And I have seen at least like if you say 10 interviews, if I take it in a week, okay, or 2 weeks, now at least 6 people, okay, will say that I have more experience in the AWS tools and DevOps tools. If they say AWS tools and DevOps tools, okay, and they combine AWS and DevOps tools, I will immediately reject them, guys. Okay, you should use the word AWS services. Okay, you should use the word AWS services. If for suppose if the answer is coming from the fresher, okay, 1 year experience also I will not allow. Okay, if the answer is coming from the just a fresher, okay, I might acceptable because he doesn't know whether I should call AWS as a services or a tool. Okay, but if it is coming from the 1 year experience or 2 years or 3 years experience, more than that, if they say AWS tools, okay, immediately I will reject them, guys. Okay, in the introduction itself, they might be saying that I know AWS tools and DevOps tools. I have been working since 5 years, etc., etc. They will give their introduction. Okay. At that time, if they give the introduction as AWS tools, then immediately I will reject them. Okay. You should call them as AWS services. Okay. AWS services and DevOps tool. Okay. DevOps tools. Okay. Never ever call AWS tools. Okay. Those are not tools, those are services. Okay. Now we will see what kind of services we will be checking out in our uh, journey. Okay. I will give you an example for each one. Then you will have an idea how to understand, like you will have an idea. Okay. In your day-to-day life also, this cloud is there, guys, but you doesn't know you doesn't know that you are using the cloud. Okay. And your daily life completes it. Okay. Now, the first thing is IAM, guys, okay, which we call it as Identity Access Management. Okay, Identity Access Management. Now, whenever you are learning a new application or anything, okay, for suppose, let's take an example. If you are a 90s or a Gen Z, okay, the Instagram, I know you, it been like maybe 10 years, okay, Instagram has been like 10 years. When you have that first Instagram or TikTok or any other social media, now presently it is viral, okay, at that time, whenever the new Instagram comes, okay, the application comes, you installed it, and first thing you will be checking it out how it is working. Okay, what are the settings, how to change my profile picture, um, whether I can how to add a story, okay, what kind of user settings it is there. Okay, the first thing whenever you are learning any kind of application, I'm not talking about social media itself, I'm talking about any kind of application. Okay, if you are learning something, first you have to learn the user management first. Okay, first you have to learn the user management. Okay, now I don't know how many are 90s kids or think. If you are 90s kids, you might have seen the desktops. Okay. Now, presently, each and every person in the home that they have their own laptops. Okay. They have their own devices. Okay. But previously, we used to have the desktops. Okay. And which means, sorry, the desktop used to share by the entire family. Okay. The desktop used to share by all the siblings. Okay. Everything. And we used to keep that each account, user account for each one of our siblings. Okay, I have two siblings, and we used to keep each different accounts. Okay, in that only, you have started learning the journey of user management, guys. It means you doesn't want to share anything with your siblings. Okay, you want to keep your account private, but the system is same. Okay, the system is same, the CPU is same for all three of our siblings. The storage is same. Okay, we have the individual, we have divided our storage. For suppose at that time it was some 100 GB of storage is there. We used to divide like, okay, let's take 10 GB, 10 GB each or 20 GB each. Okay. And we used to leave it everything into the main account or something like that. What I want to say here it is like you are taking the user management. Okay. Here also the first thing whenever you are learning into the cloud, okay, you have to learn the user management. Okay. That user management will be coming into the cloud engineer part of area. Okay, where you have to handle the user management, user access, and everything. Okay, that will comes into the part of IAM, guys. Okay, identity access management is a service which tells you to the have the user management, and this service has the star of the topic, which is star of the cloud. Okay, which is called as a roles. Okay, which is called as a roles. Let me do this. Okay, which we call user management. Okay, and we have policies. Policy is none other than permission. Okay. Now, in our office, okay, in our project, for suppose, there are six project members are there, six members are there, and one team lead, one manager, everything. And all people will not have the same kind of permissions, guys. Okay. The team leader will have more permissions, the manager will have maybe similar permissions to the team lead, and our colleagues also. Okay, for suppose we are working together, okay, we are all in the same project, but still we might not have the same position, same permissions. Okay, how you will be deciding that permissions and how you will be assigning those permissions, etc., everything will be we will checking out over here. Okay, these permissions, first of all you might have a question. First of all, why I need these permissions and where I need these permissions, in the sense these permissions are needed to handle the AWS cloud. Okay, these permissions are needed to handle the AWS cloud, guys. Okay, now the next one, which is I told you the star of the cloud, the star of the entire cloud, guys. Okay, I will keep the stars like where are the without those topics you will not complete your cloud journey. Okay, roles, guys. Okay, what is this role? Why it is the star of the cloud, in the sense? Um, Communication, basic communication between the services. Okay, there are multiple services in the AWS. Okay, 200 plus services are there, guys. Okay, but still the basic communication needs through these roles only. Okay, through these roles only, I will tell you in depth when we are going in that topic. Okay, but I can give you an example in such a way that, for suppose you are we are all living in a gated community. Okay, imagine we are all living in a gated community, we are all in the same area. Okay, but the basic communication, okay, but basic communication needed between one person to another person. Okay, one person to another person, like for suppose if I want to introduce to Rashekar, I will introduce like, hey, hi Rashekar, my name is Shiva, I live in the flat of 201. Okay, now Rashekar also introduced himself like, okay, I'm staying in 501. Okay, like introduction needed. Okay, the role communication needed between the services. Okay, that kind of permissions, what kind of permission needed between these two services have to communicate. Okay, it doesn't mean like you are living in the same community. It doesn't mean like by default you have the communication. Okay, by default you will not have the communication. You have to make a bridge. Okay, you have to make a bridge in such a way that the communication happens, the communication starts. Okay, that you will be learning over there. And the next, you will be learning the topic which is like VPC. Okay, this is the topic which is like another star of the cloud. Okay, now which is called as a virtual private cloud. Okay, and I will tell you one day before of this virtual private cloud that tomorrow I will be saying like this. Tomorrow I will start virtual private cloud, and this virtual private cloud at least take 2 to 3 days. Okay, 2 to 3 days. And if you miss this 2 to 3 days, okay, then you cannot understand the services which I am going for the next. Okay, that much high importance this virtual private cloud has it, guys. Okay, what I'm trying to say here it is, if you don't understand this virtual private cloud 2 to 3 days, it means the entire the cloud, whichever I'm talking here next, all the services which I'm discussing, okay, you will not even understand anything. Okay, why? Because the entire base of that cloud journey is based on this virtual private cloud only. Okay, I will tell you each, like I'm telling you each and every example of the services, like not an example, use case, okay, where you will have a understanding. Okay, in my real life also I'm doing this, but I doesn't know why I'm doing this. Okay, now let's take an example. We all have a bank accounts. Okay, we all have a bank accounts in one branch. Okay, and you want to open a locker. Okay, you want to open a locker, and for suppose let's take an example. Monica said that I want to open locker. I want to keep my jewelry. Okay, or go money or anything. Okay. Now the bank manager said that, yeah, please let me show you the locker and everything, and he shows you the vault. Okay, a huge vault. um okay, he shows you like this. Okay, he shows you like this, and okay, he shows you like this. He showed to Monica like this, and he says that if whatever you want to keep, you keep inside this. Okay, whatever you want to keep, you keep this inside this. Okay, and everyone's money is there in that. Okay, everyone's money is there in that. Okay, just like imagine like this. Okay, there is a huge vault, and inside vault there is a in between of the vault, they said that you can just throw your gold and money over here, and you can take whenever you want it. Okay, do you think Monica will trust that bank? No, guys. Why? Because she's she's not she doesn't have the privates. She doesn't have the privacy. She cannot trust that bank. Why? Because she doesn't have that individual privacy, individual locker. The bank manager is saying just open the vault. She opened the vault and he said that, yeah, please keep it over here in the middle. Okay. It means like she cannot trust the bank, because the next person is me. Okay, if Shiva also wants to enter into the banker, or sorry, enter into the locker and vault, and I also have that account and everything. And once if I enter into that, I immediately see the other people's money also. Okay, do you think like if I have only 5 lakhs in that and I'm seeing 50 lakhs over there, do you think I will take only 5 lakhs? Okay, no, guide. I will take all the money whichever I want, because I'm able to see in front of me. Okay, and no bank manager cannot say that, no, sir, you kept only 5 lakhs. Then I will say that, no, 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 I kept 50 lakhs. This is everything is mine only. Okay, there is no proof that I kept 5 lakhs only, because that is a locker. Okay, it's not like a bank account. I am entering into that, etc. It means you doesn't have the privacy. Okay, you have the locker. You that is safe. Everything is good. Okay, but you don't have the privacy. Okay, and once if the robber comes into to the bank, it is like jackpot for him. Why? Because everyone's money is there in front of him. Okay, he doesn't need to open each and every locker. He doesn't need to concentrate. Okay, for suppose he just came to bank to rob the Monica's locker, but in front of him everybody's money is there. Okay, it is a jackpot for him. Okay, that kind of thing is there. The bank will not allow it, guys. Okay, that is not a privacy. In the same thing comes to the cloud also. Okay, just imagine you are buying, you are taking some storage from the cloud. Okay, you are paying some money and buying some storage from the cloud, and you are keeping some photos of you, videos or data, something, whatever it may be. And all other people's data also are there in the same cloud. Do you think that you will not see the other people's data, or else other people might not see your data? Do you think like that? For suppose you are a genuine person, you don't touch other people's data, but do you think others people will be like that same? No, right? Other people, if there is a data of yours, of course they will exploit to take that data of yours. They take that images, videos, everything, whatever they wanted. Okay, that's why you should have your own private cloud. Okay, how it works, what is that, everything will be coming in that virtual private cloud. Okay, that's why this is the very very important topic. Okay, we will checking out in the virtual private cloud, we will checking about what is subnets. Okay, what is gateways, okay, what is gateways, etc. We will be checking out over there. Okay. Now, the next topic, which is virtual machine, guys. Okay. Sorry, not virtual. Yeah, you can call anything virtual machines, or I just want to give all the names over here. EC2 instances. Okay. All these names are same, guys. Okay. Virtual machines, servers, EC2s, instance. Okay. All these are same. Okay. To just create a server, okay, just to create a server, okay, you need 7 things. Okay. I'm telling you the exact number also, guys. Why? Because I can just create a server within less than 10 seconds. Okay. I can create a server within less than 10 seconds. You can also create it. It's not a big deal. But to create that server, to background of to creating a server, you need to learn 7 things. Okay. I will tell you what are those. First one is operating system. Second one is instance type or server type. You can call anything. Server or instance type. Okay. Okay. Server or instance type. The second one is SSH. Third one is VPC, which you have already checked in the previous. Okay. Fifth one is subnet. Okay. Seventh one is, sorry, F is security groups. Security groups. G is volume. Let me write it down. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. If you don't understand what all these 7, okay, you cannot create a server. Okay, I can do all these 7 and create a server in less than 10 seconds. Okay, 10 seconds, not even 11, 12, 13. Okay, within 10 seconds, I can create a server. Okay, but first of all, you have to understand all these topics. Then only we'll going for the virtual machine. Sorry, how to create a server. The server topic. Okay, now we have already seen the operating system, which is Linux operating system. Okay, and we've seen the VPC. Okay, and we will talk about all these topics, guys. Okay, servers, instance, and subnet, security group. Security group is an individual topic. Okay, I will first keep security groups. Okay, and volumes. Okay, security group and the volumes are the individual topics, guys. Okay, they have their own priorities. Okay, they have these two considered as a separate services, guys. Okay, I can tell you like this. In the AWS service, okay, IAM, VPC, security group, volumes, and servers, okay, which are different services. Okay, this instance type, SSH, okay, all these subtopics are not a service, but those are the subtopics. Okay. Once you complete these things, okay, all these 7, then only you will be coming to the topic of how to create a server. Okay. Now, security group. Okay. I will tell you the example of security group. What you are learning. I'm telling each and every topic one example in such a way that you will understand what you are learning. Okay. Security group. Okay. Now, in this security group, I just want to give an example is like, I don't know how many of you have siblings, elder siblings and everything like, who is already working in the IT. Okay. When you are a student or something. Okay. I was at, what do you say, a 12th standard. Okay. 11th or 12th standard. I have a elder sibling who is already working in the IT industry. Okay. There is so much of gap, and he's working in the system. He was doing at that time work from home, and I just sat beside him because I want the system. Okay, I want to do some uh, games or something. I just want his system. Okay, I just sat beside him. Whenever he completes the work, I want his laptop. Okay, and I sat beside him, and I'm just seeing what he is trying to do. Okay, I don't understand a single word what he's trying to do, but I just used to see sit beside him and I used to see. Okay. And he used to open different kind of links and different kind of portals and etc. And what I thought is like, okay, let me just open that portal in my mobile phone. Okay. Then I opened my mobile phone and I entered that portal. Okay, whatever the link which he opened it, and it is not coming in my phone. Okay. And he's working on the same link past half an hour. Okay. Then I asked him, I don't want to irritate him because he's elder and he can beat me. Okay. And I don't want to irritate him. And just after half an hour, just I asked him, um, brother, bro, you are opening the same portal and it is working for you. And I open the same portal in my mobile phone, it is not working for me. And he laughed. He's saying that it will be opening in his system only. It will not open in any other system. Okay. It will not open in any other system. It will be opening in only his system. Okay. Then I was surprised. It's like a magic for me. Why? Because until then, I know that if it is opening in the browser, okay, it's open anywhere. Okay. If I say www.amazon.com, it's open anywhere in the world. Okay. It's not like it is opening only in the Jeff Bezos system. Okay. It's not like it will work in only his CEO system. Okay. It will work anywhere. It was like a magic for me at that point of time because I doesn't know anything. Okay. Once I started working as an IT engineer and then into the cloud, etc., etc., then I got to know there is a separate things called as a VPNs. There is a separate thing called the internal networks. Okay, where this security group in the cloud decides. Okay, the application is running in particular system. Okay, at that time I doesn't know. Now I can say that okay, brother, you are working into the company's VPN. You have connected into the company's VPN. You have connected into the company's network, internal network. That's why it is opening in your system. It's not opening in the mobile phone. Okay. I am not connected to the network which you are connected. Okay. I doesn't know at that time what is network, what is the IP address, what is port number. Okay. Nothing. Okay. Now, when I start working on this, I got to know. Okay. If you also have similarly faced this issue, this is the service which you have to understand. What is security group? How you will be how you will be learning that it will be working in only in your system, not any other systems. Okay. How it is working into the only particular group of network, okay, group of people system, not in any other systems. Okay. Everything you will be lurking over here. In that security groups only, you will be checking out IPs. Okay. What is IP? Okay. I don't know how many of you can, for suppose if I say some random number, okay, 34.52.1.3. Okay. If I say this number, can anyone say this is the public IP or private IP? Okay. If you know it, then you are really good. Okay. If you don't know it, we will learn. Okay. Just by seeing the number, you should say that whether this is a public IP or private IP. Okay. And we will see what is port number. We will see what is port number. Okay. What is internal network. Okay, everything we will be seeing over here. Okay, and we will see this everything as a practicals. Okay, of course, guys. Just want to give you a heads up. Like everything, whatever we are discussing, everything we will do the practical. Okay, and you don't need to worry. I am not a PPT kind of guy. Okay, I hate PPTs. Okay, and everything we'll do the running notes. That's why I started in the starting session of the. I told you everything we'll do the running notes. Okay, or architecture diagrams. Okay, not a PPT. Okay, and you also don't need to write any notes. I will provide you the notes. Okay, you just concentrate and ask questions and do the practice. Okay, you have to do the practice. Okay, now in these security groups we'll try to create one application. Okay, and we will see in that session, in the security group session, we'll say that we'll try to keep only Rajshekar's IP. Okay, we'll try to keep only Rajshekar network in such a way that only Rajshekar can access that application. Okay, we'll try to see that kind of practical, then you will understand that. Okay, then we will try to shift to the Monica's IP. Then she will be only able to access the application. None of us will not be able to access that application. Okay, in this we will try to see the practicals and everything. Okay, now the volumes. You know the volumes, like what kind of volumes are there. Okay, all these types we'll be checking out here. In the volumes, the important thing is snapshots. Okay, snapshots. Okay, this is very, very important one. Okay, snapshots. Now you might have listened the word called as a backups. Okay. Backup, like, do you have the backups? We used to just use the word called as, sorry, use the sentence like, don't you have the backups? Or have you ever taken the backup? When you have taken the backup, whenever you use the word backup, okay, the point of comes to the cloud is like a snapshots. Okay. And there is another topic which is called as a AMI, guys. The sixth service case. This is a service, okay, AMI, okay, which we call Amazon Machine Image. This is also one of the process of the backup, okay, which is very, very important, okay, which is very, very important. And I have seen some of the roles, especially hire people just for the AMIs, okay. They hire someone's, like, of course, not a senior members, 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years, until 3 years will just train them for the AMIs, and their work will be on the AMIs only. Okay. We will check on that. And now the next one we will be checking on it is like S3, guys. Okay. Simple storage. Simple service. Okay, S3. Okay, actually, we used to call in the starting of 2011 at that time, we used to call as S cube, guys. Okay, actually, we doesn't know how the person has started this service. Okay, whether they used to call S3 or S cube. Okay, which is now present our simple storage. Sorry, simple storage service. Okay, simple storage service, guys. Okay, which is S3. Okay. S3 or S cube. Okay. But don't call S cube. Nowadays, nobody's calling. That's why I'm just saying S3. Okay. Now, what is this service and why this is so much importance? Okay. I have seen some applications only based on this service case. Okay. They are still there. Okay. The Angular applications and React applications are based on only simple storage service. Okay. Now, the first priority of this service, why we need this service and etc., is like, if you have any influencer friends, okay, if you have any influencer friends, YouTube influencer or Instagram influencer, you might ask them, like, just ask them how you are, how regular you take photos, how many photos or videos you do in a day, and you upload, okay, any influencer or any Instagram social media influencers, they upload 1 or 2 photos or one video in a day, guys. Okay. But they do at least 20 to 30 videos or maybe 100 photos in a day, but they post only couple of them. What happens to other? Okay. Do you think they delete it? No, guys. Why? Because they hire a professional photographer. Okay. They hire a professional photographer, they pay for the day, and they do the photo shoots. Okay. And the cameras are very, very costly. Okay, they will not delete a single photo, guys. Okay, they might use it in a different place. Okay, they will not delete a single photo. Okay, and do you think they store it in the Google Drive or somewhere else? You can check out your Google Drive also, guys. Okay, the Google Drive will give only 15 GB as a free space. Okay, the Google Drive will give you only 15 GB, guys. Okay, you can see over here. Okay, the Google Drive will give you only 15. Okay, 15 GB space. Okay, it will not even comes in what do you say, for the photos or videos or anything. Okay, and if you keep the files like me, okay, huge number amount of files, you can see mine is, I have already paid the amount and I'm keeping 17 GB. Okay, mine is already crossed. Okay, I'm paying more amount. Okay, now I have my own drive, everything, like, keep on adding more and more files. Okay. Now let's come to the point. Okay. Now, do you think they will delete the photos? No, guys. Okay. And moreover, they will not buy the data from the Google storage or anywhere, guys. Okay. They will keep it in this S3. If they know the cloud services, they will keep this in S3. Why? Because you can see here 30 GB, $1 per month. Okay. But it's my current plan. Okay. If I have the want to take more, okay, then what is this? Where is that other option? Okay, let it be. Now, here, the I don't want to extend this. Like, here, what you will be learning is like how the data will be get stored and how cheap, okay, the data storage is. Okay, how cheap the data storage is. Okay, if you take 1 terabyte of data, if you store 1 terabyte of data, also they will not even charge you maybe $10. Okay, 1 terabyte of data, 800 rupees only, guys. Okay, you will you you can store 1 terabyte of data, 800 rupees. Okay, it is like a huge storage, and it is very cheap, less than 800, $10, but sorry, less than $10, but it will be very cheap, which is want to store the storage in the cloud. Okay, and then later on, the other main topic in the S3 is like static web hosting. Okay, static web hosting. Okay, this is very, very important. And based on this only, you will have one more service which is called as a CloudFront, guys. Okay, the continuation of the service from S3 to S3 and CloudFront, which is static web hosting. Okay, you might have seen static web pages, guys. Okay, for suppose if you are a news person, okay, the Hindu, okay, or Times of India or anything, okay, these websites called as a static websites, guys. Okay, these websites called as this is a static website. Okay, what is static website? How do you deploy the static websites? Everything will be learning over here in this cloud, guys. Okay, the static web hosting, static websites creation. Okay, we will create one website from here, guys, with these two service. We will try to create a static website. Okay, that is also one of the uh, practice project you will be doing. Okay, I will explain from my side, and you have to do it the practice. Okay, this is one of the project, the what is it, not a complete one, but you can call it as a, because it doesn't have any automation, everything, guys. Okay, that's why you cannot call it as a project, but still it will be needed for you. You can create your website as a funny. Okay. Now, this CloudFront. Then you have auto scaling, guys. Okay. Auto scaling. I don't know how many you do the shopping. Okay. But I do huge amount of electronic shopping, guys. Okay. And now, whenever you say the shoppings, okay, we have the offer season sales, or now upcoming we might be, if you are in IST time zone, it is like independent sales or anything like that. Okay, big billion days, etc. Now, just imagine, just come through your mind. Okay, Black Friday sales. If you are in the PST time zone, Black Friday sales, etc. will become. Okay, now just imagine, just before sale, before 1 day before or 2 days before, the website, they know, because they will be keep on giving the advertisement. They know that tomorrow, day after tomorrow, there will be a sale, and 2 days before onwards nobody will buy because there will be a sale. Let's buy in the sale. Okay, and since before 2 days, there might be traffic of 10,000 users or 20,000 users for a website. Okay, let's take a website called as H&M. Okay. H&M is a clothing store. Okay. If you are buying H&M, okay, maybe 10,000 users or 20,000 users will be there 1 day or 2 days before. Okay. And on the exact Black Friday sale or Big Billion Days sale, okay, the H&M will have million users, guys. Okay. It's a huge clothing brand. Okay. And the H&M will have the million users. Okay. But the website will not have any problem. Okay, how it is possible? Have you ever like think of it like Amazon, Flipkart, million users, tens of million users are using that website. Okay, but no stop or anything. But you might have seen the reverse also, opposite kind of that kind of website. Like, for suppose, let's take our government websites. Okay, if there are any results, okay, for suppose 12th standard results or some graduation results are coming up. Okay, the website of results, okay, the result website which the government gives us. Okay, at a time, okay, the result opens at 10 o'clock. Okay, of course, 10 to 10:10. Okay, the website will be running very, very slow because a million users. Okay, just how many 12th standard people are there? For suppose a million people. Okay, a million students are trying to get to know their results. The website gets shut down sometimes. Okay, When I am 12th standard, my website got shut down. If the result released at 10 o'clock, I have seen my result at 11 o'clock. Okay, 1 hour I have to wait. Why? Because the website got shut down because of huge amount of huge number of people are trying to use that same website. Okay, why it is happening to this website? Okay, why it is not happening to the Amazon, um, Flipkart, Big Billion Sale, H&M? Why it is not happening? Why tens of millions of users also running the same website? Why it is not getting any website crash or website latency low? Nothing, no, nothing will be there. Okay, you will have the full power, full speed, everything. Okay, why it is happening? In the sense, this is because of auto scaling. This, okay, the word auto scaling is a huge uh provident in the cloud. Okay, if you understand that, if you have the concept of that, okay, sorry, you should have that, then only you will be able to deploy your applications into the cloud. Okay, I can give you another best example, guys. Okay. Our last World Cup. Okay. Sorry, not World Cup. This IPL, RCB IPL match. Okay. RCB final. There was around 95 crores people. Okay. You can just see the Geo Hotstar count. Okay. On the top of your right side screen, there are 95 crore people were watching the RCB final match, IPL final match. Okay, and still the Geo Hotstar is very strong. It doesn't even buffer. Okay, it didn't even buffer or didn't have any latency. Okay, that is the best thing. I can give you the example. Like, if they keep on coming, okay, the match started. I don't know how many have seen the match from starting to end. The match started with 5 crore people, guys. Okay, the match started with 3 crore. I have seen started the match with 3 crores, 5 crores. Okay, and it gone up to 95 crores. Okay. I was not, sometimes I was not even seeing the match. I was just seeing the count. How many people are seeing it? How many people are viewing that match? Okay. Through mobile phones, to any TVs or anything. Okay. 95 crore people watched it, but the Geo Hotstar is standalone. Okay. It was like huge crowd for one OTT and for one 3 hours of time period. Okay. That is the cloud, guys. Okay, in your day-to-day life, these are so many examples. Okay, if you see, these are all belongs to you in your life only, but you doesn't know how they comes up. Okay, in that you will be learning the auto scaling, guys. Okay, you will be learning the auto scaling in that part of area. Okay, now, then after this auto scaling, we will jump into the DevOps, guys. Okay, we'll jump into the DevOps where it doesn't mean the cloud has completed. Okay, it means the we will go parallelly. Okay, we'll go parallelly from DevOps cloud together, and from day one on with the DevOps, we'll be starting into the project module. Okay, it means like for every week. Okay, I will take 4 weeks of DevOps. For every week, we'll do one project. Okay, end of the week we'll do the project, and we'll start of the week Monday to Friday. Okay, we will do the projects. Sorry, we'll do the for the project we'll learn the topics, and on the Friday, on the Saturday we'll do the project. Okay, that is like schedule which I keep it. Okay, now in the DevOps, the first thing we'll be learning about Git. Okay, it's like a code storage, source code management. Okay, we'll be learning the Git, guys. Git is very important. You might think like Git is needed for only developers. No, Git is for the DevOps also. Okay, I will show you what is Git and how the branching strategy works and etc. etc. Okay. Why? This is like another batch which I was telling. Like, you will be seeing like branching strategy, architectures and everything like here. Okay, yeah, we will be checking out how the Git works and etc. Okay, and we will see the Git commands, and these are the very important. There will be like 10 commands. You have to understand those 10 commands, and that is enough for us. Okay, now then later on we'll go for the Jenkins. Okay, we will see what is Jenkins, how to write the scripts in Jenkins, and how to write the pipelines, automation works, etc. We'll be checking out, and then we will see Maven, guys. Okay, what do you say? I'm not teaching you how to write the Maven. Okay. Why? Because writing the Maven scripts or Java scripts, okay, it is a developer's part of area. But I will teach you the Maven commands. Okay. I will teach you the Maven commands, how the Maven command works and everything. Okay. Then we will go for the project, guys. Okay. Why I'm teaching you the Maven in the sense, I can take you another example also. Why I'm teaching you the Maven, basically, Maven commands and everything in the sense, it is helpful for the Jenkins. Okay. This project, the project one, okay, the project one is not for the Maven. Okay. It is for the Jenkins. Okay. We will check out GitHub plus Jenkins, sorry, GitHub plus Maven plus Jenkins. Okay, together we will do one project. Okay, and again, just before you have some assumption. Okay, because whenever I say the project, you might have some assumption that saying that we'll create an application or anything. First, one thing I want to clear it up is like to just burst your bubble or any thoughts or anything. When it comes to the DevOps engineer, the word DevOps engineer comes into the picture. Okay, he will be doing the deployment. Okay, the word deployment, everything I will tell you, but for now, what I want to say you for understanding what DevOps engineer do is like, whatever the developer writes it, okay, he put it in a place. Okay, he put it in a place where every millions of people will be able to use it. Okay, and he put it in such a place that it will be accessible to everyone. Okay, and he has to do as an automation. Okay, what is this automation in the sense the developer might be doing in the midnight. Okay, for suppose I have given you the example of Amazon sales, Big Billion Day sales, or any Black Friday sales. Okay, at exactly 12 o'clock when you refresh the page, the Amazon sale starts. Okay, just 11:59 also the Amazon sale will not start. Exactly 12 o'clock it starts. Okay, how it is possible? Okay, how it is possible, and how the developers try to do sometimes late night works and they do the deployment. You can just check out LinkedIn or any portal, job portal page, or any you can seniors or anyone, your colleagues. The DevOps engineer position or cloud engineer position never ever have that night shift case. Okay, there is nothing called as a night shift. Okay, into the part of the DevOps engineers or cloud engineers. Why? Because it doesn't need. We do the automation work whenever the developer wants to do the application deployments. Okay, application installs or anything, you can use any word. Okay, you doesn't need to be there. Okay, you have to do such an automation work in that if the DevOps engineer doesn't be there also, the automation should not stop. Okay, the deployment should not stop. Okay, until unless the deployment fails. Okay, sometimes the deployment get fails, not sometimes, most of the time the deployment fails. Okay, you should be there to resolve that. Okay, but still it is not a night shift. Okay, never ever have that night shift in the DevOps engineer position role. Okay. Now, we are doing the same thing here. Maven is, you are doing learning just for the Jenkins purpose, not for the entire Maven. Okay. Now, after that, I will go for the Docker, guys. Okay. Docker is like a heart of the DevOps. Okay. Docker, no, yeah, anything. Okay, you can call it as a Docker as a heart of the DevOps. I want to keep Kubernetes as a heart of the DevOps, but still, okay. Docker is the heart of the DevOps where you will be learning the Docker, everything. Okay, just the Docker you will be going for 1 week, guys. Okay, 1 week you will be learning only Docker. Okay, that much huge topic is there. Okay, imagine how much topics are there to cover in that Docker. Okay, it will be taking off 1 week of your time. Okay, then we will try to do the project with the Docker. Okay. Project 2 with the Docker. Okay. And then next, we'll go for the Kubernetes. Okay. Kubernetes, and we'll see the project 3 with the Kubernetes. Okay. And 6 will go for Ansible. Okay. And then we'll go for the 7 GitLab. Okay, just want to, okay, make it. This is also needed. Why? Because in some of the European projects and the Southeast projects like, oh, sorry, Southeast Australia, these kind of companies, okay, European companies and Australian companies use GitLab guys nowadays, okay. They use the GitLab, okay. Sorry, here I have to make it 6 GitHub Actions first. Okay, the Kubernetes project will having with GitHub Actions guys. This is the leading tool. Okay, GitHub Actions workflow are the leading CI/CD pipelines. Okay, you can check it over anywhere in the LinkedIn's or any job portals. They will be keep on asking you, do you have the GitHub Actions? Okay, the first is GitHub Actions. Okay, if I want to rate myself, okay, if I want to rank the thing, what are the top CI/CD tools? Okay, top CI/CD tools. These are all called as CI/CD tools, guys. I will tell you what is meant by CI/CD, what is everything will go in depth. Okay, CI/CD in the sense continuous integration, and continuous delivery or deployment. Okay, integration. Okay, I will tell you, we'll go in depth what is the CI/CD, but you can say the automation work. Okay, you can for simply for now it is automation. Okay, these are the tools of those automation tools. Okay, one is GitHub Actions. If I want to rank myself, sorry, rank it the tools. First GitHub Actions, second GitLab, and third Jenkins. Jenkins is getting deprecated like in the next, already it is done. Okay, already 50% companies are migrated to the GitHub Actions and the GitLab. The other 50% are still using Jenkins. They are trying to migrate it. Okay, but they are a little bit scared because if I do it, what happens and etc. Okay, but in the next 1 year, I will not say even 2 years, by 2026, end of the 2026, Jenkins will not be using like maybe 10 companies. Okay, 10 companies in the out of 100, 10 companies will be using the Jenkins. Okay, they are already planning to migrate it. They need a right DevOps engineers who can migrate it from Jenkins to the other tools. Okay. Now there are so many disadvantages in the Jenkins, guys. I can keep on listing it, but still the companies are using because it is a legacy applications. Okay. Their entire automation, everything is there in the Jenkins. That's why they are still in using it, and that's why we kept it in the syllabus also. Okay. Otherwise, we can just throw out of the syllabus. Okay. Now we will be checking out the GitHub Actions, and then we'll go for the GitLab. In the GitLab, then we'll go for the not a project. We can make it as a automation assignment. Okay, automation assignment. Okay, we'll check out Ansible plus.
Shiva, sorry to interrupt here. You
Yeah, yeah,
said
please.
Jenkins have many disadvantages, right? So what
Yes.
are those, and what is the best tool that is one and the only best tool that replaces Jenkins?
Yeah, that's what I said. If you ask me, if you want to replace, sorry, if you ask me to rank the CI/CD tools, I will first go with the GitHub Actions, then GitLab, then Jenkins. Okay, I will tell you the companies are just what do you say? They are on the top of the edge. They got so much irritated on the Jenkins. If the
Mhm.
Jenkins server gets restarted, do you think that your pipelines will be still there?
No, no. If at all we can save, I think it will be there, but it will be the disturbed. We should not restart just like that, right? But reason of restart will be knowing it.
Okay, okay. Reason of restarting will know it. Okay. Let's take an
Okay.
example. Okay, okay. You are have an idea of Jenkins. That's why we are talking this.
No,
No,
I
no, no.
don't
I'm
have
telling.
the
No, no,
idea.
no. I'm telling
Yeah,
you. Just let it.
yeah.
If you keep the Jenkins, okay, in a virtual machine, okay,
Mhm.
the
Mm.
chances of getting restarted is like almost 50 to 60%. I'm not saying it will be okay. Let's take 40 to 50% of restart. But
Mhm.
some of the companies wants to use the Kubernetes, okay, and they keep the application of Jenkins inside the Kubernetes, okay. And whenever you want to do I have seen so many of clients are coming for me saying like we need the Kubernetes version updates and we have the Jenkins inside in it, okay. If
Mhm.
see Kubernetes is a one, okay. which we get the regular for every 1 year. Maybe they are doing nowadays, they are doing every 8 months. Okay, every 8 months they are releasing a new version. Okay, they have their
Okay.
1.30, 1.31. That is a different topic.
Mhm.
Okay, but why I'm saying
Mhm.
this, the Kubernetes, whenever the upgrade starts, okay, inside
Mhm.
the Kubernetes, the
Mhm.
whatever the applications are there, they also should get upgraded,
Yes.
or they have to
Yes.
do it.
Yes.
If the Jenkins is there inside the Kubernetes, the companies
Okay.
who are keep the architecture in such a way, they have the Jenkins inside the Kubernetes, they are in the top of the edge saying that we are so much of uh, pissed off. We cannot update the Jenkins. Okay, they cannot. If the restart application gets restarted, the entire pipelines, the entire the jobs or tasks which they have
Yes.
created in these days according to the environments will completely wiped out. Okay, the
Yes.
Jenkins
True.
doesn't have that feature of taking the backup of the jobs. Do you
Oh,
know out of it?
got it. Got it. Got
Yeah.
it.
And you have the you have the master and slave architecture. Okay, Jenkins
Oh,
have the master and slave architecture, but still, do you think that Jenkins, for suppose, just for everyone, what is master and slave architecture in the sense? If for suppose Monica is there, okay, Monica is a what do you say, like one person who got a contract from Rajshekhar. Okay, Rajshekhar will say that, hey Monica, I have this work, please do it. Okay, now Monica is doing in such a good way that Rajshekhar is keep on giving the work. But Monica cannot do it alone. Okay, she has some capacity. She has only 24 hours and she has a capacity to do only to certain amount of tasks. What Monica will do, she will hire some people. Okay, she will hire some people saying that, okay, please help me on this work. Okay, I will share the load. She will share the load of the work with the other people. Okay, now, do you think like the Jenkins also will do the same thing, guys? Like which we call as a master and slave architecture. Now, the Jenkins, whenever it wants to share the load, okay, the at that point of time, the Jenkins will take to to hire a person, okay, to hire a person in the sense to hire a new server, okay, in our case, okay, to hire a new server or spin up a new server, okay, it is taking around of for 20 to 25 minutes. Okay. It is taking 20 to 25 minutes. In the cloud journey, guys, okay, the business perspective, I'm talking about business perspective. Okay. Seconds is also very important. If you take 25 minutes to spin up a server, okay, to spin up a new server, it means to hire a new person. Okay, the Monica will hire a new person. It will take 25 minutes. The Rajshekhar will not keep silent. Okay, why? Because he needs immediate works. Okay, when the Rajshekhar is giving the contract to Monica, it needs immediate works. Okay, if the Monica is trying to take 25 minutes to do the just to hire one person, after hiring that one person, the one person who has got hired should also do the work. Okay, it will take more 20 minutes or something. Okay, around 45 minutes the Rajshekhar has to wait. Okay, the
yeah.
waiting time period is also very very important in the business. Okay, and that is the thing. Okay, the examples I can give you n number of examples is like, just imagine you are buying a flight tickets. Okay, you open the Make My Trip and you want to book a flight tickets. If the Make My Trip application is loading for 1 minute, do you think you will wait? You immediately you open a new tab and search for the Go Ibibo. Okay, if the Make My Trip is open, okay, in the less than milliseconds, okay, if it is waiting for 30 seconds, of course 30 seconds is not a long period of time, but if Make My Trip opens in 30 seconds, in that 30 seconds you will not wait. Okay, the human psychology doesn't have that patience. Okay, that is the business concept. If I enter into your application, you should stay in the same application, you should not go for the other application. Okay, if I want to book the flight tickets and open the Make My Trip, I book the flight tickets in the Make My Trip. I should not wait and go and open a new tab and search for the GoIbibo or some other website to search to book the tickets. Okay, that business is in the seconds and the milliseconds. Okay, that's why the Jenkins has so many other type of disadvantages, like where you cannot have the secrets copied from the external applications. You can have to keep your secrets inside the Jenkins itself. Okay, etc. etc. There are so many other disadvantages because Jenkins is like a legacy application, and moreover, the Jenkins is itself they are not updating their tool. Okay, if you are, for suppose, if you are a old tool, okay, so many people are there, customers are there, you have to upgrade yourself. The Jenkins is not still yet competition of GitLab and the GitHub Actions. Okay, it's still behind it. How much our update she does it, okay, but still it is behind of those tools. Okay, understood?
Yeah, got that, Shiva. So,
Ramya,
again,
right?
here we see while creation of these pipelines and all, I'm hearing the new concepts of security, DevSecOps. So, how we relate this again? That's a
Yes.
different session, or it comes into DevOps itself?
DevSecOps is you in the word only you can see DevOps and DevSecOps add in between is security.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
you have to add the security. You have to have the knowledge of security, uh, automation work also in the pipeline. You have to add it. Okay, in the see, I have a testing team. Okay, I handle the testing team also. The testing team will give me the automation scripts. Okay, they write in the automation script in JavaScript or whatever they write it. Okay, Selenium or some whatever it may be. But I have the knowledge of adding those script into pipeline. Okay, but when it comes to the security team here, the DevSecOps in the sense, the security team will not give you the automation script. You have to write the automation scripts. Okay, on the security perspective. Okay, on the security perspective, in the DevSecOps, you will have the concepts of like SQL injections. Okay, SQL injections, or you can see the domain hijacking. Okay, your application should be bulletproof. Okay, it's like you are manufacturing a car. Okay, you are manufacturing a car. With the DevOps, you are manufacturing a car, just like you are manufacturing what you say. What do you say, like a Fortuner. Okay, imagine with the help of the DevOps, you are manufacturing a car called as a Fortuner. Okay, and with the help of the DevSecOps, okay, you will adding a security as a bulletproof. Okay, and you are manufacturing a car which is like a Range Rover or Land Rover. Okay, there is a difference is there. Okay, both are different. Okay, but here you are adding the security in such a way that, do you think that application needs the security? It doesn't mean I'm not comparing the cars and the thing, guys. I'm comparing the security. Okay, first of all, your application is the worth of the security compliance which is there. Okay, now I will tell you the example like banking industries. Okay, I work for the company, like I work for the Binance, guys. If you are anyone knows into the crypto, okay, you know the Binance. Okay, if you are into the investors of cryptocurrency or anything, you know the Binance. I work for the Binance. Okay, now the Binance has the huge security in the whole world. The Binance is handling the cryptocurrency. Okay, they buy the cryptocurrency, sell the exchange platform, everything. Okay, they have their own crypto live platforms. Okay, now in the same way, the banking industries, JP Morgan. Okay, JP Morgan is the world's largest bank. Okay, I'm saying the banking industries, finance industries, pharmaceutical industries. Nobody knows that pharmaceutical industry is like a huge security following industry, because they have the FDA, they have the behind FDA is there, compliance is there. These are all belongs to the company business perspective. And when you're launching the application itself, you have to launch as a bulletproof. Okay, you have to launch it as a bulletproof. At that time, this security, okay, concept will be there. But the security concept in such a way that you should have that security knowledge, like SQL injections, domain injections. Okay, domain injections or other point of security threats. Okay, all you should have is that knowledge, and then you should be able to write the automation script for that knowledge. Then you have to include that in your pipeline. Okay, that is the security DevSecOps. Okay, there is a huge difference. Okay, there is a person security knowledge also should be there when you have to write the DevOps pipeline. Okay, understood, Ramya?
Yeah, got that. Got that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Now after this GitLab, okay, then we'll go for the Terraform, okay, and CloudFormation. Okay, I will give you the both examples because some companies are using the CloudFormation. Okay. Now, sorry. and monitoring tools. Okay, logging and monitoring. Okay, without this logging and monitoring, guys, you cannot call yourself as a DevOps engineer. Okay, this logging and monitoring is very, very important. Okay, and the first thing when the application is deployed, okay, what do you say? The first thing when application is deployed, the developer will ask you the where are my logs. Okay, you have to understand this monitoring, logging and monitoring, and then only you will be able to understand it. Okay, here you will be we have seen EKS, the Kubernetes. Okay, ECR. I can keep on going here, guys. Okay. All these are in the same project, like in the DevOps only. You can see Kubernetes is for the EKS, Docker is also for ECR. ECR is for both EKS, sorry, Docker and the Kubernetes. And you will be learning about the load balancers and the domains. Okay, these are all the services. Okay, Route 53. Okay, you will buy here your domain. Okay. Just the domain cost is not even I think so, less than 100 rupees. Okay, 100 rupees INR. Okay, you can buy your own domain, guys. Okay, on